Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of the MUFC Unfiltered podcast on a Sunday night. Where better to be than talk about Man United on a Sunday night with the lads, man. And for once, we're talking about a win, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to speak about a win. You know what I mean? A little bit of positivity in what has been some dark times at Man United this season. So, yeah, got some positive talk about our players as well. Lammens, Sesko, and a little bit on Gary Neville, man, and his I would say, I don't know, he clapped back, he hit back, he did whatever he needed to do, and man, it's good to talk about it with the lads, man. Big up Flawless. How are you, brother, man? Everything blessed?
I'm all good, man. I'm all blessed. Big up for having me as always. Appreciate you having me every Sunday, each and every time. And shout out to Adam as well. Shout out to Double A, of course. Big up the chat as well. And yeah, like I'll echo what you say in regards to Manchester United. It's nice to be able to talk about a win. It's nice to be able to talk about good individual performances and like a good team performance as well, which happens once a month for us in the Prem. So yeah, it's good. No complaints with yesterday. But big up every time. Absolutely,
man. Big up to my guy Double A as well. Durag Double A, man. You know what I mean? He's got the waves in it, man. Them waves and that, yeah.
Up now, other way, but I'm growing it, so it's one of them, man. Listen. It's cold, man. Man needs hair. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
trying to get locked up like Flawless. Not that kind of locked up, obviously. You know, we don't get caught. We don't get caught around here. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, you know.
No Akon, man. No Akon around here.
No Akon.
You know what? Side note. I never got that song right. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Yeah, that's how jail works, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you not understand the process?
was he talking about jail though, or was he like in a bad relationship or something?
I think it was in a bad relationship, man.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad relationship.
Again,
he's talking about jail.
Yeah, I think he's talking
about jail. Because that's how jail works, like you said. So I don't think he was talking about, unless he was unfairly incarcerated. Then I'd understand.
But he says they see me. He's talking about them finding drugs and that in his car, and then
could have been planning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'd have to go through the lyrics.
Yeah,
right. I never thought about it that deeply. To be honest.
Yeah, my car. Is it what does he say? My car is stolen, no registration.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Right.
So what are we doing?
Maybe he deserved to be locked up then.
Maybe he deserves it.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, he did provide water and electricity to a whole country in Africa. So I can't be too mad at him. I'll allow it. But other than that, bro, everything's well in it. I mean, maybe me and you were the jinx. We didn't go yesterday, and he went and probably played the best all season.
Yeah.
So, get in the chat, hashtag Saeed and Double A stay away. Maybe that needs to be the new thing, bro. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, it's good to be here, bro. As always, good to be with you. Good to be with my hype man, Flawless. And I almost feel a secondary character in this when Adam's here because the chat love him. Everyone loves him. He's the best in it, and obviously the best chat on YouTube. So yeah, big up to everyone.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to you. Obviously, Adam in the building as well from Montreal in Canada, man. How you doing?
Now I'm from Quebec. My brother's in Montreal.
Of course, yeah, that's it.
Quebec City, man. But it's good, man. I'm happy to be. It's positive. Let's put it this way. Like nothing has changed.
Yes,
it's a good weekend, but it's a good weekend. Let's put it this way, and we'll enjoy those. We'll take it.
Yeah. I was gonna say that it's one of them where I feel like people are like, you can't be like happy after a game. Not that it means anything about the situation. You're just happy we got 3 points. You're happy that your weekend's not ruined. Like, I think people don't understand, like, just because we won doesn't mean my opinion on what's happened for the past, I don't know, year has changed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see some comments saying, I'm getting giddy. I'm not getting giddy. I'm just happy we won a game. That's all. Doesn't mean that we're back. Doesn't mean we're going to win the league. Title charge. You know
what's crazy, though? You know what's crazy about that, though, Saeed? If that game happens and you're still critical and said it don't change anything and give no credit to the players, give no credit to the performance, people would accuse you of not being balanced, so you can't win. Like if you did that, if you said, "I don't change anything long term," it's like, right, we just won. Why are you not happy? It was a good performance. Like, take it in isolation. As for the game, we played well. It was a good performance.
Yeah, and a deserved win. I think. Yes. You know, there is literally, in terms of like cool. If Traore scores that little chance there, it may have been a different game.
Yeah,
but I think it was a deserved win for Man United. Like, United should have scored more goals in the first half. Yes, the second half was pretty much dead, but not only is it a customary win against a promoted team, but it was a deserved win. And that's something that we can confidently say in the chat right now. Because normally it's like, oh, but you aren't giving credit because it's this. And no, we're saying we deserve to win today. We deserved to win yesterday. That's what I would say anyway. I don't know what you guys are saying.
I agree. Like my only thing I'll say, and it could say turn it as negative or whatever, but for me, it's the games we 100% should be bread and butter at Old Trafford anyway.
100%.
Like, newly promoted side, but if you look at it, how many of us were confident about this game? Do you know what I mean? So it's like at this point in the season, it's almost like it could be we could turn up, or they could turn up, or they could just cause us a nightmare and we lose anyway. So you're right what you say. I want to be able to just say, right, 3 points no matter what. Turn up, 3 points, we move on. The fact we've done that, you say you have to take this 90 minutes in isolation. It was a very good 90 minutes at Old Trafford, all in all. But again, to throw some like negativity on the way, it means nothing unless we show up on against Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah,
it has to be, as always with this team or this club at the moment. It has to be a springboard to something. You know what I mean? Like I might start doing day one of wearing a do-rag until Man United win 5 games in a row. Do you know what I mean? I might start. It needs to be a springboard for
you have to buy a bigger do-rag as your hair grows double A. Trust me. You have to get the big do-rag. You have to get the big do-rag. You know what I'm saying? The big one.
Yeah.
I've got a tent in the back. I've got a tent in the back garden. I can do that, boy, if we need to.
There you go, man. Trust me.
There you go. There you go, man. The super chat here from Nas Udin says, we've seen this movie before. Beat relegation fodder, get excited before international break, then get battered by Liverpool. Nothing has changed. Amorim out. Big up to, I think it's who is it that does the red issue? A double A, that a journalist. Is it Andy Mitten? He said United are in like this toxic relationship or this toxic period of like a win doesn't feel like a win and the losses just feel like normal. Like you're in a very, very tricky situation, Adam, where no one really knows how to feel about a win. And when you lose a game, there is no consequences because it's like the idiots are trusting the process. So how do you feel like when there's no consistency? Like it's one of the weirdest times to be a United fan, really.
Right, yeah.
Like you don't know what to feel. You kind of like enjoy it while you can, and then shit's gonna go downhill.
I enjoyed mostly some performances, not even the game or the performance. I'm like, you know what? We got some. We know we've got some shit players, but we also got some decent players.
Yeah,
yesterday was about seeing decent players. Ahmad is quality. I think Mbeumo wasn't that good yesterday, but Mbeumo is a good player. You can see the flashes of quality. You can see that he's a quality player. Sesko, I thought he played well. I thought he played very well. We'll talk about the goalkeeper as well. He looked like a goalie to my eyes. That was refreshing. Mason, I remember once Saeed, I said that pick Mount over Bruno, and you freezed me out of the stream.
I know.
I took it on the chin because I said, yeah, that may be an outrageous thing to say, but I believed it at the time, and I believe it now. I think Mason Mount isn't a great player. He doesn't negatively impact the team. He has attributes that can be actually useful. And I think one of the reasons we played half decent yesterday was because Mount was in the team, because he played as a midfielder and as a number 10.
Yes.
So instead of having only 2 guys in there, we had 3. So all of a sudden, we became more compact. And every time there was second balls, we won the second ball. And that's not me saying Mount is great. It's just that we had 3 people in there, and he's not that wasteful as Bruno is, for example. And I thought Mason Mount played well. So I was like, the injuries all the time, and I don't think we should have bought him in the first place. But it was refreshing to see that if he's fit, well, maybe we have a player that can do a job. So that was a positive I took as well. But other than that, going back to your point, yeah, it's a weird period to be a United fan. It's really, really weird. Overall, nothing changed. I still think the manager's not good enough. I still think we need better players. I still think we need midfield players urgently, pretty urgent. I don't know what he does with the centre backs, changing centre hard. I don't know.
Weird. Still weird. find that very weird.
It's
got to be a superstition at this point. It's got to be something part of his kind of motto that he has to do. Yeah, he urgently has to do. You know what I mean? It's got
pragmatic thinking or some shit. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Big up Dillian says that we can say we deserved it, but we played like a promoted side at home. They were passing around us easily, but they just don't have good forwards. Yeah, but then you also got to have a good defense as well. Like we did do defensively well with Dillit. You know what I'm saying? I get that point, but you know what I'm saying?
That. The reason why I'm not hearing that, because if we would have lost 2-0 and Sunderland would have played like us and we would have played like Sunderland, they would have got their praise would have been heaped upon them tremendously. If performances was reversed and the result was reversed as well. I thought we played well. I thought there was some very good performances, and there was good performances across the pitch. But what I really liked was we did the basics very well. That's all I asked for. As bad as some of these players are, and as much as we criticize, they're not awful as they've shown yesterday, as they've shown in glimpses. They're capable. Mount, who I'm not a fan of, I thought he was the man of the match. I thought he played very well yesterday. I thought he was very good. Does that mean overall I think he's the guy and we should stick with him and he's in the 11? No, don't go overboard. No. Yesterday in that game, he played very well.
Yeah. And that's flawless home games in a row. There was something that me and Musa especially, we were talking about that last season, saying we only won, I think, 7 games or something like that at home last season. I mean, it is Burnley, Chelsea with 10 men and Sunderland, but it's 3 wins at home, innit? You know what I mean?
You got to take advantage. You got to take advantage of these things.
You got to take advantage. Yeah.
You have to, and we did that. Like, beat. All right, we should be beating Sunderland even, but they was on good form going into this. They just beat Forest. They was flying high. People was looking at them saying, "Oh, they're one of the better promoted sides. It's going to be a tough game." One of the comments you put up just before said, "I wasn't confident going into the game." I don't think anyone was. If someone would have said Sunderland are going to win, I would have went. I understand why you would say that. I see that side of things. So to get the double, before we played well. Yes, there was times where the momentum was with Sunderland, but I thought we did well and we defended well. How many clear-cut chances did they create? How many saves did Lammens make and you go, right, that was an absolutely outstanding save. So yeah, I thought we did well overall, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think for me, the first half, the Bruno chance, brilliant save.
I might should have scored the rebound, to be honest. I don't know if he was onside, but he should have scored the rebound for that. Remember the Bruno one? Was he offside? All right, cool. I'm not sure.
I could be wrong.
You could. It looked offside, but I don't know if but you still should score them.
Yeah. I think there was a Mason Mount chance as well. I think
there was one where Ahmad cut in from the right hand side onto his left foot. I think he should have done better with that. Not necessarily score, but he hit it straight at the goalkeeper. He should have done better.
There was numerous one as well. Yeah, the first goal though, man. Like, you know, when you look at that chance, Adam, though, is that a good finish from Mason Mount? Like, in terms, because I thought the touch here made the goal. You know, sometimes in football, it's about the touch,
100%,
not the finish. I think the touch was the one that set up the goal because it allowed him to get a clean shot on it. Rather than if the touch was bad, I don't think it probably goes in because it's, you know, he's not that sort of player that's you know.
Exactly, I agree. Yeah, it was a very good touch, and it's sort of touch that is hard to predict the guy is going to get under control. So when you're defending, you're not really expecting him to get it that well on his right foot. So it's a bit hard to defend because it's hard to predict, to anticipate. But it was a very good goal, very clean finish.
Very clean.
And he's done some good finishes so far. Like, he hasn't scored a lot, but I think he has a few good finishes. So, and I think even at Chelsea, he has a few good goals. So it looks as though he has that in his locker, which is always nice. It's always nice when you have players can chip in. Like we always say, or at least I always say that, and Ricky also always say that. Doesn't matter who scores the goal as long as we do as a team and we get it over the line. I don't care if it's a hat trick from the lid. So be it.
Yeah.
Just get over the line, play well, and if everyone can chip in with goals, well then it relieves the stress and the pressure from the striker because the team is winning. And if everyone is scoring, that means the striker somehow is doing something right. I'm okay with it. Really okay with it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And then the second goal was good instincts, man. You know what I mean? Sesko, right place, right time. This is what you want, man. You want your strikers being alive in the box, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And for me, Double A, that was listen, you can say it's easy, but I'm seeing other strikers not being in them positions. So he was there, right time, right place. And for me, he deserved it because I thought for me, even though he lost a lot of duels in the game, I just felt his his awareness on the ball, his touch, his link up. It was there, man. It was a proper number 9 display, like, you know, that we haven't seen in a long while.
It was a busy performance, and that's what you want your striker to be, busy. You might not, like, he gets a goal, he might not, you know, be having 1,000 chances, you know, but he looked busy. He was in the game, and he was contributing. You know, we've had strikers, that goal he scored, you want your striker to, like you say, you want your striker to be in that position. We've had other strikers that are running the opposite way when the ball's in that area. Do you know what I mean? So the fact he's in there, you know, it's 2-2 for him now. It's what we want, and it's a start for him, and he's only going to get better. You know, he's still a young player. This, you know, by no means a finished article. By no means can we start saying, you know, we finally found our number 9. But you know, he's showing more than some strikers we've had in the last 10 years or so. So very happy for his performance and him being involved and getting a goal, especially at the Stretford end. You know. First goal at Old Trafford can only help him and breed that confidence. He's a confident young man anyway. You can see that a mile away. But at the same time, he's very humble. You hear him speaking afterwards. And, you know, I don't think it's one that's going to let him get to his head. He knows what he's got to do, how he's going to improve. And, you know, at least he's not hitting that 007 or 009 or some £100 million players are doing. But I have to say about that, the Mount goal as well, that for me is a very much a instinctive striker's finish. Like you said, that touch and then that finish. It was a great finish, and I've been one of Mount's biggest critics, and for me the jury is very much out on him for me. And I think, you know, you look at where does he actually, you know, if Cunha's starting to play well, where does he actually play in this team? I don't want to see him do what he did with Bruno and see him back deeper in the pitch, because we saw that with Ten Hag and it was a car crash, wasn't it? So I think as long as, like I say, if he's contributing, he's scoring some goals, he comes on, he does something, I'm more than happy. But for me, he's not. I don't think he's a starter in this team. I don't see him as.
I think he's going to play. You know why though? Double A. He's the one that initiates the press. And I'm not saying that Cunha don't initiate press here, but Cunha maybe sometimes searches for the ball a lot, and then he kind of gets lost in the game a little bit. Whereas with Mount, you won't see him on the ball a lot, but then he's kind of maybe pressing, trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I think the manager prefers that rather than right now what Cunha's providing, and Cunha's not providing a lot, bro. Let's be honest. Like, we have to call a spade a spade. Listen, I want Cunha to play in the team, yeah, but is Cunha playing well though? Is he? I don't think that's down to necessarily him, but at the same time, it's either Cunha or Bruno. And right now, he's choosing to compensate both of them by playing Mount and Bruno. That will only work. Bruno and Cunha, we've seen it so far this season. It's not really working, bro. It's not. Because
what partnerships are working?
That's
nothing works. I agree with you in regards to Cunha. Since he's come back from injury, hasn't been good. Like, I don't think he was good in the Brentford game. Chelsea only got a few minutes, and off the bench he only got a few minutes. So it's the one game I look at Brentford and go, all right, but that's on the manager to figure that out, because you brought him in for a reason. Go on.
But I think he's going to be our best player, and I think when it starts to click for Cunha, and what I think he needs is a goal. I think once he gets that first goal to settle,
and you can see he wants it. He's
desperately. Sometimes he wants it too much. But again, if you look at the positive side, because he's desperate, and you know, you can tell he's absolutely relishing every minute in a Manchester United shirt. And again, we've missed players like that. But I think once he gets that goal, once he settles a little bit better, I think eventually Mount won't be in the team because of him, mate. Because I think he will. I hate that phrase. It will unlock him, but I just think it'll change him. And I agree with what the chat say. And I don't think Bruno and Cunha can play together.
They can't. Trust me, they can't.
But you know what? If you look at it, Mbeumo hasn't had the greatest start to the season. Cunha hasn't, and Sesko has shown like glimpses of what he can do. And yesterday he was very good, I thought, but mostly because Mount was in the team. And that's not because Mount is in the team. It's because we had an extra man in midfield. I don't think it has to do much with it being Mount. I think if yesterday Cunha was on the pitch with Mount and the other two midfielders, Cunha would have had a decent game. Just because because Cunha is more of a forward than a midfielder, and Mount is more of a midfielder than a forward in a way. So one goes deeper, the other one goes higher on the pitch. So what I'm trying to say is that Cunha would benefit from having someone like Mount or a better midfield to play behind him. If we had a decent midfield, I would expect Cunha's performances to improve drastically. But then I would say that to everyone. I don't think our midfield is good enough, and that was a problem we all knew going into the season.
Yeah, they exploit. I can't lie to you. The midfield for me was still a concern. They were still getting through to us in our midfield.
Yeah.
And I think that ultimately, you said there, Mason Mount being there, it might add to something. And this is why, for me, going forward, until otherwise, I think Mason Mount will still continue to play on that left hand while he's fit. I'm telling you now, unless Sesko is the one that's compromised.
I think once the goals dry up for him, mate, he don't contribute anything else, and you can't. I don't think he can have a 10 that just does cardio, mate, because that's what Wirtz is doing, and he's getting dropped. So
yeah, he's getting dropped.
I think eventually, he don't.
That makes a difference.
That's just an opinion.
Double A, he's right though. You know what I'm saying? He's right in what he say. Like I say, Mount was good yesterday. The goal was very good. Took the goal very, very well. The first touch was quality. The finish was quality. The pass from Mbremo. I thought we actually because we kept the ball better as well, in particular the midfielders, that helped a lot as well. I thought Bruno was very good. I thought Bruno didn't hoof the ball long once. Short passes, just kept it ticking. Casemiro did the same, and all of a sudden now our midfield isn't getting ran through as often as it has been in recent games. Yes, at times it's going to happen, but that happens to every team. I don't look at that game in isolation and go, the midfield was a major problem whatsoever. It's not like there was a lot of, there was occasional last-ditch defending from a De Ligt or a Euro, for example. But we managed the game well. You also have to give Sunderland credit, because even the way their manager switched it up to a back three, and then the momentum led to them when he made the change and he took off a Dingra. And it's like, all right, now that's something else you have to deal with. But I thought overall, the midfield, I thought we did well in there. And Mark can help with that. But long term, I don't think it changes anything with him, because we know we've watched him long enough. Yeah. You can't have attackers out there who don't give you no goals, no assists overall. Is what I'm saying. No link-up play really like that.
I don't think we can overstate the importance of having, because Mount is a work rate type of player, and he's clever, he's disciplined. Casemiro is very clever. Ahmad being as a right wing back makes him play deeper. So you have someone else that's very clever and very disciplined. So those three players actually helped us quite a lot get control of on the pitch, especially in the middle. And not having Maguire in at the back, you can see the moments Maguire came in, they had a straight go at our keeper, and he had to make that save. But before that, there weren't really chances to have a go at the keeper.
That is crazy. Sorry, Adam.
Why did you put that comment up?
Why do you need to put that?
It is by accident. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I just couldn't say nothing when I seen that.
When you overshared the show, man. He overshared and realized, why have I done that?
Yeah. No, but I agree with you. I think for me, it comes down to having a team that is functioning and picking the right 11. I don't think we'll ever find a stable 11 under Ruben Amorim. We won't. It will be Mazraoui when he comes back. Dalot played at left wing back. He was terrible, by the way. I don't know what you lot thought about him, but he was terrible. The centre backs
he was the worst player for us, though. He was the worst player.
The centre backs will always change, and that will always happen. The only one constant might be the midfield. Casemiro and Bruno. I can see. I think that's the problem. There's going to be games when Agate comes in and whatever. He's just. Did he go? Did he? Oh, you know what? Manchester Derby. Yeah, he did. It was Agate and Bruno for some reason. Yeah. So right. Yeah.
You just notice it's like if Ahmad is playing right wing back, he'll play Casemiro. If he's not playing Ahmad right wing back, it's Dalot or Mazraoui. He'll play someone else in there. Just look at the pattern. It's been very, very clear, and he's stiff on this. He doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good. I never thought of it like that. I never really made that or looked at it that way. Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Yeah, fair enough. Guys, nearly 1,000 people in the building. Make sure you don't hit the like button, chat. Trying to get to 500 likes by the end of the video. So if you are watching now, hit the like button. Let's talk about Saeed Lammens, man. Saeed Lammens, man. What a debut, guys, man. Listen, I don't know whether we should overgas it, or should we just Because the problem is,
I think you already did. You did with the intro. What a debut!
What a debut, man!
Caught the ball about 6 times.
I've
did the bare minimum.
I sound so enthusiastic in months. Saeed
bare
about
Seni Lammens, bro. Remember the name, bro, because you know what it is, bro. It's the fact that we just have a good keeper, and it's like he did the basics right, and we haven't seen that since like David De Gea days. Let's be honest, bro. Like,
I almost had tears in my eyes, yo, when he caught the ball when he went into the box. I could have cried.
But you know,
the thing is, bro, De Gea wasn't that good at coming for crosses, so it's even before.
No, he wasn't.
Since Van der Sar days, we've had a keeper that's been.
He wasn't. He was
100%.
But yeah, go on, Adam. Go on.
Yeah, I saw him on the pitch because I didn't know him, to be honest, before that. I knew he was highly rated, but I never really watched him. And I don't watch comps of goalkeepers. You just I don't know about that.
It means nothing. And Anada looks good in a comp, so
exactly. Yeah. But you can see in his body language, the way he moves, the way he occupies the space. He is a goalkeeper. Like, you don't get that fraud feeling. He looks like a keeper. And I was happy. I said, okay, the way he moves, the way he shouts, the way he talks with the defense, it looks like a keeper. So maybe we're overguessing it. But, like, you know, when a player receives the ball, his first touch, and then switch, you say, you know what, maybe that's a good player there. Because there are things that you say, those are attributes that usually go with being good at this job or this position or whatever. And the way he looked, I thought, I'm getting a bit excited. He looks good. He looked serious. I loved his body language. Someone that is focused on the game, not too shy, not too over, not like Onana the first game going out and shouting at Maguire, like overdoing it.
Yeah.
He looks composed, and I had time for this, to be honest.
Can I say as well?
Were they singing Peter Schmeichel in that though? I
heard. Are you Schmeichel in disguise?
Oh, okay, so it was a bit. Yeah,
I'll tell you why he's not Schmeichel, because he won't do a cartwheel if he plays for City against United. So Schmeichel can go fuck off.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can't stand that guy. Van der Sar, the best goalkeeper we've ever had. That's that one. The chat will probably cut me now, but I have to say, his stat, like, Adam's absolutely spot on what he said. You know, his presence in the box, it's the calmness he provided for the back line as well. That's the most relaxed I've seen them since De Gea been around. Do you know what I mean? But he proper reminds me. I'm not saying he's as good as, just like his stature, the way he moves and stuff. Courtois, it just reminds me of like a mini Courtois. And if he's half the keeper he is, I think we're going to be settled. And he's 23 years old, still very, very young in terms of a keeper. I mean, again, you know, pinch of salt, it's a very, very good start for him, you know. And I bet he can't believe all the tweets he's getting on Instagrams about catching the ball. He's like, I'm just doing my job. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Hey, we've had frauds out here not doing the job and still getting paid, you know. So
because you know what, Double A, I remember when we were linked to Bayinde and someone sent me a comp of Bayinde and I said, hey, there's no way this is this guy. It must be another Bayinde because he's shocking.
His twin brother.
Exactly. Some other Bayinde there.
Yeah.
So basically,
you know what? I think it's just refreshing to see United having found something decent. You get me? And so far the makers of it, what we saw in that game was good. Like I said, composure. You know, in terms of footwork, just in terms of getting the ball, commanding. That was probably one of his weaknesses, that he didn't command the box enough. But obviously, to me, it looked like he did that well. And also, there was an interesting stat that United had kicked the ball long 33 times, more than double next highest this season. So maybe that was an idea just to kind of go direct.
Our striker is 6'5", kick the ball long to it. Just common sense. Like, he's out here built like an NBA point guard. Yo, kick the ball long to him if you're under pressure. I don't understand why we don't do it more. It annoys me so much. One, we struggle playing out from the back anyway, and then two, you've got teams pressuring you. Kick the ball long to you know the amount of times. Even you don't even necessarily have to win the header, and it's created opportunities.
Is that sustainable though? When we do that sort of
definitely, unless he shrinks in height, yeah, it's sustainable. Unless one day we wake up and we watch him and he's 5'10", that's
Because
what it is. You know what happens if you continue to kick the ball long? Teams drop off, and then it makes it easy for you to play out from the ball from the back. If every time we get the ball, then teams think, hey, United are going to kick it long. They drop off 15, 20 yards, and then that gives you more space to play out the ball short, and then they have to press. And then when they start pressing, when you think you're going to play the ball short, you kick it long. It's really simple.
I think you're giving Amorim far too much credit here, because I think it's just a tactic to get used to kicking the ball on for when he throws Maguire on to get a goal that we need. I think it's just practice. I'm joking.
Yeah, I just think the play, like, more so I don't even blame I look at the manager for that. I don't give him credit or criticize him for that. That's the players for me. If I'm playing in a team and the striker is 6'5" and I'm under pressure, I'm kicking the ball long to him. I argue with the manager about it in the game, after the game, halftime, whatever the case may be. All I heard about Sesko was how good he was in the air. This is all I heard when we got linked to him and signed him. So utilize that then. Like,
I think it's more than that. We are the easiest team to play against when the other team is man-to-man pressing. This is why I wanted Amorim out last year around March, February, because the team, they play man-to-man press against us, and we keep trying to build from the back. You need to be able to kick it long, because they just committed too much. It's like trying to play Rondo 11 against 11. Can't do that. You cannot play Rondo 11 against 11. Doesn't work, doesn't exist. It's 1 against 5, 2 against 10, something like that. You can't do that. So that's why you need to be able to scare the opposition if they overcommit. So that's why we can't build from the back. We are the easiest team to play against when we do that.
Yeah.
And we've been the easiest team. Just I will never forget last year, Bournemouth at Old Trafford 3-0. And ever since that game was in January, I think, every team went to that played against us, man-to-man pressed us, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Brentford, name it. And then he would play Eriksen and Casemiro, and we would get just hammered. And it was like, this is players independent. If we give him £500 million to spend on this squad, he would still make the same mistake. So that's why I want him gone, because this is not a problem that will improve with better players. And now we've just spent 200 million on the front line. Cunha, and you can't even say, oh, they are not Premier League proven. And so far, out of the three, the best performer, to be honest, I think is Sesko out of 3 of them, which is the only one that wasn't from the Prem last season.
Yeah.
And this is why is this? Because the midfield is poor. We can't build through the defense to the midfield, and it's systematic. So now having a goalkeeper that can actually make that long ball to a striker that actually has a clue, unlike Rasmus last year, it actually makes us a bit more potent there. And it's a threat that you have to deal with. So all of a sudden, you have 2 different types of threat. And this is why it wasn't too bad yesterday. But
you know what, though? If it works, though, this is the thing, though, like, to build results, he might have to do that. He might have to go and do the whole kind of play out long and direct. And then he might have to, when the confidence comes back, then start to play the Amorim way. You know what I mean? So it's one of them with him now. Maybe it's survival mode for now. Do that while you get points on the board. And then when you need to, the problem is I don't know when you need to, because it feels like it ain't coming around. So it's almost like survive now, do this now, and then later on, when it comes to it, then play the football that you're meant to play.
I think it's mixed. I think it's dependent on who you are playing against. I'm not saying kick the ball long every time. If you are playing against Everton, don't kick the ball long. It's a moist team. Everybody there is like 6'3" plus. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And Everton are probably not going to press you. Play out from the back. I think it's, again, who you are playing against. And then if you do have teams that press you, you then do kick it long as well. Because we don't really have, when you look at our team, defenders, midfielders, even adding the wing backs, they're not the best on the ball. They're not press resistant. There's no one in our team I look at and go, oh, he's De Jong like, and he's going to get the ball and he's going to spin a man. No, there's players who are good on like a Euro, for instance, I think is good. Ahmad at wing back, yes, but they're few and far between. I think you have to play to your strengths, depending on who you're playing against. Most teams do press. How many times? That's where the red card came from against Chelsea. Kicking it long, just kicking it long to Sesko. There was time yesterday when Xhaka got injured. He was kicking it long. There was another one that got created, and Sesko and the defender actually missed it. We have quick players around him. You got runners like Mount and Cunha and then Buemo and Ahmad and Bruno if he's there, and the wing backs and whoever else. Utilize what you have. Because if this was someone else, we'd be waxing lyrical. Oh, look how smart they are going long to that. Like, it's really not complicated. I think it's mixing it.
The problem is flawless. We don't want to play that way. That's not a tactic Manchester United should be employing. And I remember when we used to do it with Fellaini under Jose, and how much that used to get criticized.
Yeah, 100%. Get it wrong.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to be doing that nearly 10 years later, I get what you're saying. It's needs must, but it can't be.
No, I think at times. I think at times.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Do I feel it's a tactic he's fallen upon? Probably more than likely. Do I think it's something he will adapt and look to change it? I don't know. I don't trust him to do that. Like, I don't trust him
to do anything, man. Just, you know what I mean? Just get it based on face value and what you see and what you get, rather than looking too ahead. That's the best way to judge Ruben Amorim, is to look at it game by game, because you can't look too far ahead, because right now there is no succession plan. There's no. No. There's no, like, you know.
But when a man says the Pope can't make him change, then do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, I agree. I want him gone.
Yeah, I was gonna just before we go on to Amorim, right? Because I want to discuss them. So the manager did say it was rotation for Lammens. So do you think he's the number one now, or do you think he'll be Bayende against Liverpool? Because he said it's rotation.
Manager just be chatting, man. That's what he is, man.
If he dares,
he just really just be taking, like, he really be taking us for idiots, like we stupid. Like in regards to this, like, rotate. Who rotates goalkeepers?
Yeah, no.
Ole did.
You don't. Yeah, Ole did.
Ole did. Ollie did, yeah.
Where's he now? Where is he now?
The guy, it took him 3 years to get a job. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. All right, man. Okay.
If Amorim has watched that performance and then thinks, you know what, Bayern needs to be back, he has less credit, and he's less smart than I think he is, because, and again, you can't start saying, yeah, but like we're overgassing the Lammens thing, but it was a world away. It was almost like Bayern is a lottery winner, and he got to play it for United for a couple of games. You know what I mean? Like, we actually saw a goalkeeper come in.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Amorim's like, nah, do you know what? Let's put the Make-A-Wish kid back in. Like, what are we doing?
You know those NBA events where you get a fan to shoot from the halfway line. In there, to be honest.
The thing is, Lammens should, as soon as he was signed, he should have been put in goal, and that's not me saying 100%. That because of the performance yesterday. I'm saying because we know Bayern there is not good enough. So you signed his goalkeeper's been signed. Let's see it, and Lammens could be awful. We'll wait and see, but it's a good start. But Bayern there starting is, but we know this manager's stubborn and don't want to admit he's wrong. I think Bayern there only started because of the mistake he made against Brentford, because he was shocking for that third goal. Then that's the only reason Maguire got dropped, is because he made a mistake at Brentford. I think if we play well in that, not even play well, if them two don't make those mistakes for those games, I still think Maguire and Bayern did start against Sunderland.
I reckon Amorim could even, without even us knowing, bring Onana back from loan and play him against Liverpool. That's how much I think he wouldn't. He just doesn't want to.
Man don't want to admit he's wrong. Like, that's what it is. Just now Lammens has played well. And let's say we go to Anfield, and despite the result, Lammens plays well again, and then he plays well against Brighton. And so, you know what the conversation will turn to? Why was he not starting as soon as he got here?
You're never going to know, though, if the keeper's ready until you play him. It's not one of them kind of situations where you can ease a goalkeeper in. You can't really ease a goalkeeper in.
Or is the game's too big for him? Well, if one bad game in a big game for Manchester United sends you under and you don't perform well, you're not built, because you're going to have a bad game. Yeah, even our greatest goalkeepers had bad games.
He should have started his first. He should have made his debut again in a League Cup game, but we lost to Grimsby.
Yeah, that was the one. I think that's what the one where everyone was saying.
What sort of happened, to be honest?
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? We lost that because the goalkeeper who was in that game shouldn't have been there either. And he contributed. See how things come full circle.
I think the last thing Amorim needed was that performance, because he said it before the game, it's rotation. So the fact he didn't make a mistake, it was absolutely it's not perfect, but it was outstanding, and obviously all the plaudits he's getting. Now the fans are like, he has to play. I don't think he wanted that. I think he wanted it to be, maybe he fumbles a bit, maybe we concede one, and he's like, well, yeah, now I can bring Bayern in. He cannot now, from all the pressure he'll get from outside. He can't start Bayern against Liverpool. He cannot.
I think he might, to be honest.
But he will. But he will. Yeah, but he will.
I go this far. It wouldn't surprise me if he does start buying there at Anfield.
No.
And let me put it this way: if buying there starts at Anfield, he's 110% costing us a goal. Saying that now. He starts at Anfield, he's costing us a goal. And then the camera's going to pan straight to Lammens on the bench.
Yeah, something like that. Of course, you can see.
Manage him properly. Throw him in.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to say. Like,
man. Manage him properly for
and what's Bayinde from?
Turkey.
Fenerbahce.
Yeah, there you go. Not that big of a star. I mean, he wasn't playing in the Premier League as well, and he's quite young as well. So, and at the end, he just played the good players. And
yeah, the thing is, right? He said it was about adapting to the life of Manchester and stuff like that. But I always think, you're never gonna adapt until you play, especially with a goalkeeper. You gotta have a feel of things, man. You gotta have a feel of the, you know what I mean, bro? Like,
do you know what makes me laugh? Yeah, like, why is football?
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. But you know what I mean.
I wasn't gonna say it was the smile on your face.
You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say.
I don't say anything.
You know what I mean? I just don't want to say
but
that.
But the thing is, you're spot on. Like, how we know if you can swim in the deep end if you don't throw you in the deep end? I'm tired of this. People like, if like I said, he played yesterday and he was horrendous and he never came back from it. Guess what? You're not built to be a Manchester United goalkeeper because you're gonna make mistakes. There's gonna be games where Lammens makes mistakes, and if he can't return from that and he can't get over that, then you're not built for him. How you bounce back and obviously being consistent as well.
Do you know what makes me laugh about football? Like, because imagine you start a job at McDonald's and the manager was like, all I want you to do for the first couple of weeks is just watch this guy just do the fries, yeah.
Boy.
Don't give me a yellow card. Don't give me a yellow card.
That's the last warning.
Basically, just imagine, just sit there, just stand there and watch the guy put the fries in the bag. Yeah, pretty much for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Like, no, I want to earn my crust. Throw me in. I want to play. This is what I'm here for. Like, we clearly need a goalkeeper. Bayinde, before Lammens came in, Bayinde was showing he wasn't good enough. Yeah, he's just like, I'm not. It's a bad example, but like, Ten Hag was good for it, apart from Casemiro for some weird reason. But Anthony came in straight away, scored against Arsenal. It works, and I think already you're seeing he's got the personality. I think, and the calm head. He looks very humble. Bro, a goalkeeper, 23, throw him in, man. Like, fuck's sake, just do it. Stupid.
You always think like, what's the worst case scenario? He's awful, and we need to go and get a new goalkeeper. Best case scenario is he performs well, and we actually have a goalkeeper who plays consistently well, which also helps us improve the defense. I just don't get this. Or bet him in so with Bayinde. It's not like we have a senior goalkeeper who's performing well. People, this is the situation we're in. We need players for now. None of this waiting. We can't be waiting around for players to be bedding in and We have been absolutely dreadful. We cannot win back-to-back Premier League games. We've won one Premier League game a month since January, people. It's now October. We need players to perform now, whether they are 21 or 31 or older or younger or wherever in between.
Need that now.
Yeah, and he played well. Look, he played against Sunday. He was fine. I thought he played well. The save for Xhaka in particular was very good, and he made the save at the end.
You're right, fellas. Because basically, our games they're basically meaningless. Like, we are not like it's not as if the keeper makes a mistake and then we lose points and then it harms like our chances of winning.
Yeah.
You know what? When you're a proper fighter and like every mistake could be very, very costly, or a Champions League knockout game. This is not it. The problem the manager has is if we lose more games, he will lose his job. So all of this is around him. But we could finish 11th or we could finish 8th. At least the goalkeeper is getting experience. I don't want him to start getting experience when the stakes are very high. At least get him in now. Get him playing.
Yeah. Let's see. The proof will be in the pudding and come Anfield, and we'll find out whether he's going to be playing or not. Guys, keep getting the likes up, people. We're nearly at 1.2k viewers. Let's get these likes up to 500 likes ASAP. I don't know what we're on right now. We're on 312. So, yeah, we're less than 200 away. So hit the like button, people. Yeah, let's get into the Gary Neville comments. I don't know if you see. Did you see the Amorim comment saying the media are getting into the players' heads? Did you not see that?
I see that.
Yeah.
I've seen that, but I didn't see the Neville comments.
Not seen what
So Neville said this basically. I don't know if he was reacting to it on his podcast. I don't know where it was, but he said, "I've not got a lot of time for that. If pundits are getting into your heads, then you shouldn't be playing for Man United. Simple as that. I mean, do people not remember Alan Hansen criticizing us when we broke in as young kids? That you can't win anything with kids? That was a great centre back of all time at the moment. Do they not think we didn't get criticized during our football careers? I'm sorry, play for Man United. It comes with the territory. You've got to step up. I don't know. I've never blamed anyone else. But when we lost football matches, I played in the dressing room. That basically, when you lost football matches, you came in and you said, sorry about that, lads, today. I was a mess for that goal. That was accountability. Why would you blame other people when you're losing matches?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sticky one, this one. Even though I agree with the, I think broad. You don't agree with it? Oh, okay. We'll talk.
I don't think it's a sticky one at all. I think it's quite easy.
Okay.
Go on. I can wait.
I would say, yeah. First of all, like the accountability of now versus the 90s is different. I think it's easy to say, like, yo, you're not going to get that same level of criticism anymore now. Football's changed. You know what I mean? It's different now, just in general, as a broad statement. But I think overall, though, the message is true. Like, you know, like the manager, I don't know. The thing is with the manager, right? He'll say, I didn't mean it, though. So it's almost like you can't really take Amorim's word for like anything. Like you'll say now, Gary Neville has responded, right? Journalists will ask him. Gary Neville responded, saying, yo, you need to take accountability. And he'll twist it in his own way. So where do you take it? Because it's like, was it just a throwaway comment from Ruben Amorim? Was it a case of like, yo, I'm just going to do this and maybe no one's going to pick up on it? What is it? Because I really want to understand like what Amorim meant. Like, yo, they listen to you guys, the media. You know what I mean? Is it a case of like, there's a language barrier there? Because I don't know. Because Gary Neville's taking it literal.
Language barrier. Amorim speaks better English than I do. And
the thing is, it could be. But then he'll literally say, I didn't mean it in that way.
Yeah,
he'll say that.
You know why, Saeed? Because this is just classic red herring, classic deflection. If he was doing his job well, this is not a problem. Yeah. This falls firmly on Amorim. And I agree 110% with Gary Neville. If the players are affected by what pundits are saying, guess what? You should not be playing for Manchester United. Same way we spoke about
Lammens. You should be playing football.
You should if you are playing football in particular, though, you shouldn't be. I agree with that, like professionally at the highest level, but in particular at Manchester United, where you are well known worldwide as soon as you get here. As soon as we see how people's social media accounts increase as soon as they sign for the football club. This is just classic deflection. You shouldn't be worried about what Gary Neville or other pundits are saying. How about if you get results, that shuts them up? It's crazy that the manager is talking about pundits and talking about social media and things of this nature. How about you concentrate on that hand? How about get some results? How about perform better? That's what you need to do. Nonsense.
If anything, first, I 100% agree with what Gary Neville is saying, because it shows, again, he's even mentioned it, accountability, and it shows standards. And also, it's a massive mistake by Amorim, because you're allowing now the media to know what's going on inside the dressing room. So you're showing a weakness that the players, and let's be honest, the players probably think it because it's fucking true, mate. That's why they're probably thinking, it is getting to the heads, because actually he's thinking what's going on the pitch. What am I getting told week in, week out? Amorim's made a massive fumble there for that, and it doesn't. If any, people are saying it's probably showing that he's losing the dressing room then, because if that's going to start coming out, if he's going to start saying things like that, it's just unneeded for a manager to say stop. No. Again, like you said, stop trying to find other people to blame. Take some accountability and just don't mention anything about that. You can, if they're talking about stuff like that, just this is what I don't understand about managers. Like a lot of the managers we grew up with, the biggest managers wouldn't even dare say anything about the players in that way. They might not call them out, but they might say things about, oh yeah, well he needs to do this better, or he needs to do that. He's not going to say, my players are listening to negativity from you guys, so please stop it and start being nice to us. No. How about you win games on the pitch and start to play well, and none of this comes, like Flawless was saying, none of this comes your way, mate. So you might be right, Saeed, in that you'll turn around and start saying, well, yeah, but I think you may have misheard what I'm trying to say. I'm not actually trying to say that. What I meant was that sometimes if you speak bad on my players, that, you know, they look on social media and see that, and it might affect them. But no, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
because once you walk on the white line, once you think it's with players nowadays, social media obviously affects their lives. We've heard stories about as soon as the game's off, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram, trying to see how they've played or how people think they've played or whatever. As a manager now, and like you said, you're right in some ways what you're saying, because the criticism that Neville got, it was clear it was only on Match of the Day. It was only in the papers. Now you've got Match of the Day papers, Sky, The Zone, every facet, you know, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It's everywhere. So it is a bombardment of criticism that players have to handle. But like Flawless said, to play to Manchester United, that criticism should mean absolutely nothing. So crying and bitching about it in your press conference shows me that you're a bit weak, really. And I don't think you can handle players at this level. Big up, Matisse is right.
You know, man. It's crazy.
He's right, man.
And that is it. You know, like, you are gonna get criticized. Get on with it. Yeah. You are compensated very well for this criticism. Or how about you play better and you get less criticism? Because if our manager was flying and had a 60% win rate or 62% instead of 27%, you wouldn't be getting the criticism you receive. Perform badly, people are gonna point to why we are playing bad. Why they are? Why do the players believe it? Again, just deflection from everything that's actually at hand and going on. Gary Neville has no influence or impact in regards to what you do. How about you? Accountability. Like, yes, it wasn't as big when Alan Hansen said it on Match of the Day in regards to it, but that stuck. Most people who are watching this probably weren't even born when that was said from Alan Hansen, and that stuck because we still mention it to this day. Like, stand up and be counted. Oh, we don't like being criticized. Well, win some matches then. Perform better as a manager. Jeez.
Now, he's definitely an emotional manager. Like I said, he's week to week, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, for me, what drove me mad about the comments is like, yo, like it's a massive deflection in terms of what's actually going wrong, what you're doing, what's happening behind the scenes. Why is there no like strength in unity in terms of the idea of what you're trying to do? Like, that's where my thing is. Like, that should be your strength. Not saying that, you know, the media are affecting the players, bro. Come on, man. Like, so what do you expect the media to be kind of kind for what we're seeing right now? I mean, come on, bro. Like, this is not it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there are many problems in there. There are many problems. Don't say there are many problems in this. Him saying this and that being true, that the players actually believe that. So this is multi-layered. The players are a disgrace, by the way, because if they believe, if they believe the system is the problem, and it's not the formation, because system formation, people get all of this wrong.
Oh, bro,
it's annoying. But then again, those players need to take accountability. They are not good enough. Not all of them, but many are not good enough. And if the manager, that means he can't make them believe. That's what it means. That means please stop saying this because it undermines me. What's going? Just for that episode alone, you need to know who the players are believing what's being said in the media, and get them gone with the manager before tomorrow, because this is too embarrassing. It's too embarrassing.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a bad reflection of Man United, man. Like, we're weak, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, like, man, we're strong out here, man. We deal with this every week, man. We keep returning back to watch United. So I'm not weak, bro. You know what I mean? So please, man, you gotta be strong, man. This manager's gotta be strong and just own up.
It's like being in the content creator space. We've all been in this space long enough to get criticized. We don't cry about it. We just get on with it. All right, we might clap back. You know what I'm saying? Because people, like, outside of
that's what you should do. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what the manager should show, some fighting spirit. Do you know what I mean? If Amorim was a song, right, it'd be Shaggy. It wasn't me. That's what his song was.
In the corner wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
3, 4, 3.
We have you on camera getting porn.
It wasn't me.
We watch you.
It was not me.
We watch you like this. The cameras are there at Old Trafford. Multiple cameras there watching you. We are watching you get bad results. We are watching your formation, your system. Your
it wasn't me.
Not work. Yeah, you clap back with results. How about that? And then you say, "Shut up! I've won 5 in a row. My man cut his hair. Well, now what?" You know what I'm saying? That's
because
what
you know how weak you've got to be not to be. You've got to be grateful. You almost got us relegated, and they gave you 200 million. Yeah, that's a good life to live, and you're being paid every week as well.
Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk. Like when you're deep like that, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, and people still back him. Man can have a 25% success rate, and fans will say, "Nah, I still back him."
Do you know what?
Yeah. Right? He's like I said, he's here now. He's here now too. At least now. No, this win, this win is like. I think this win is like the Brentford win, man. You know the Brentford win when we beat Brentford before international break, and then Amorim got sacked 3 games after the October.
Oh yeah, they saved him for this international break. I agree with that.
This win, like it's bought him until at least November. It depends how much he does well. If he wins, if he gets a result at Anfield, then gets maybe a couple of wins or maybe a draw and whatnot, and avoids defeat. I think for me, then he might extend that to December, bro. Like I feel like Ineos have made it clear they're willing to take it as low as it gets, bro. And that's what. So thinking for me now, that's why for me now, my whole kind of mindset is not on Amorim anymore. I think it's a pointless argument. Amorim in or out, guys. It really is. It's whether Ineos have the ambition this season. What's their ambition, guys, bro? Because for me right now, Amorim in and out, bro. It's boring subject, bro. We know he's not good enough. But what is the ambition of Ineos, bro? Like his, what is the ambition of Ineos?
Their ambition is like his to be right.
But
like they're as stubborn as him, as stubborn as Amorim is. That's probably why they get along. Because he's supremely stubborn and they're extremely stubborn. That's probably why they probably like, all right, cool. Yeah. Because they don't want to admit they're wrong on Amorim. Amorim doesn't want to admit he's wrong on his system and how he performs.
Yeah,
like that.
That's a vicious cycle.
Hey, yeah, like it's literally it's a cycle of stubbornness. That's probably why they are a match made in heaven, or in our case, hell.
Yeah.
Them two. Yeah. We don't want to admit we're wrong, and you don't want to admit you're wrong. All right, cool. And we just.
I don't think he gets sacked. I don't think he gets sacked. I think he does. Unless we're in the relegation zone, I don't think he gets sacked.
Yeah.
I think we could be in the relegation.
This is exactly what I think.
I don't think we win any of our.
He could be in the relegation zone.
I don't think we win any of our next 4 games. I'll say that.
I still don't think
I don't think we win that.
I don't think they got the balls to do it. I said this before, and this is why I'm so happy that Saeed is finally on seeing it from my angle.
No, come on, bro. I was there, bro. But you know what it was?
No. But I'm saying I'm happy that you've moved past its.
Oh yeah.
You are now looking at the real problem, which is sorry to put my Nuruddin hat on again. It's always about the owners.
No, it was always there. But I just thought they'd come to their senses by now. I gave them the benefit of that. I said, "Yo, cool. They're gonna give him time. Okay, cool. Let's just assess it." Then I said to myself, "Yo, bro, you need to sack the manager now." And then it was like, bro, like we're not seeing a change in what we're doing. It's not really great, but we're getting by. But then I will look at this. But I look at the Premier League, and it's overrated, guys, man. The Premier League is overrated. There's not like Arsenal are doing their thing right, but everyone else they're beating each other. It's not a great Premier League. Brentford, right? I watched Brentford today, right? Did you watch Brentford?
Of a good Premier League though?
Okay, maybe it is, but I get it's competitive. But the Premier League,
it can be competitive, but you can talk about that's what infuriates me so much is I don't think the quality is the best.
Yes, people overrate the quality. Yeah,
I don't look at teams in the Premier League for the most part and go, right, they're an outstanding team. I think there is some very good sides. I think there's good sides. I think the point is I'm making is we can compete. That's where my issue lies. To me, Manchester United, this team in this Premier League is capable of finishing in the top 6. Is it capable under Amorim of finishing in the top 6? No.
Did you watch Brentford today, man? Did you watch Brentford today? You know what? They respected, big up large up runs in the cut as well, by the way. They respected Guardiola today. They didn't respect Amorim. You know that, man?
Saeed, would you respect Amorim?
I don't mean that in a case of like, yo, but it's about style of play, bro. Because they do City, you're going to have control of the ball. They're going to have more times where they're going to be approaching the inside of the box. They're going to be having the ball. They're going to try and, get the passes in between the lines, yeah? They respected them. They made it 5 at the back. With Man United, they didn't respect us, bro.
Well, I'd be honest. If you was managing in the Premier League, do you think you could beat United under Amorim?
Of course,
man. Give me
my point.
There you go.
That's my point. That's why there's no respect.
You get my point, though. Do you get my
Yeah,
point?
I understand your overall point. Yes, and why I asked that question is to further back up your point. I agree.
You know what, bro?
If
the opposition isn't a man down or fresh off the championship, we don't stand a chance, to be honest.
Bro, but that's dead, bro, man. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, I just look at him like, a serious manager would have said, you know what, Brentford, man, don't play around with us, man. You think you can compete with us, bro? Like, we're gonna get our players playing the best way possible, and we're gonna do things right. But what we did was we let Brentford do what they got to do. John Henderson, became, I don't know, second to come in the Busquets, and that was it. Whereas this game here, he was chasing shadows. He couldn't get the ball. He had one long ball that was played onto Igor, and that was it. One ball, I think it was, he had in the whole game.
And do you remember?
You know why, bro? Because it's like Brentford a year 9, and they played us. It's like playing against year 7s, so they're gonna smack them. It doesn't matter. But then playing City's the year 11s, so you have to change your tactic. Like, it's not like
you gotta make it.
They know we're shit, so you think, we're better than them. So we play. We know their weaknesses. Just play. But City are a better team, a much better team than us. So, if anything, the manager's played it smart because he knows he's not going to have the ball. He knows he has to play it differently against Manchester City. Against United, get at him, and they've got Maguire fucking starting on the halfway line.
Kick the ball.
I mean, played into their hands massively.
Yeah, it's insane. And you know what I say? Last season, when I was criticizing Amorim heavily towards the end of the season, and we were 14, 15, and people said our expected XG was about 14, so we are right where we should be, which is the dumbest thing I've heard, because the problem is not that we are matching our XG. Why is our XG like that with the players we have?
Yeah, in the first place,
In the first place, that's the problem. So do you mean to tell me that Brentford have better players than us? Because people said Wolves had better players than us last season. They said Palace had a better team than us. They said Brentford had a better team than us. They said everyone had a better team than us. They said our squad is about 15, 16, 17th. And I was not having it.
And you know how you know that's a lie? Because I think when people said that is because at the start of that season, no one was saying that. When you ask people where will Manchester United finish, the lowest they might have said 8th, 7th. Most people were saying 6th, 5th, 4th. You know what I'm saying? We could go on the top 4 charge, but all of a sudden now, the team's that bad. So how do you go in a matter of months from the team is 14th, 15th, and everyone's better to from being 4th best, 5th best, 6th best? It's like, no, like just call it crit, but they just don't want to criticize the manager. The individual, the team is not that bad. I've said this all the time. Maximize what you have. Do we have the best team in the league? No. But if I think we have the 5th best team in the league, guess what? Finish 5th in the league. Then we can look at the ownership and say, you didn't give the manager more. But there's no way Manchester United are the 15th best team in the league. Not a chance. Bro.
No way, dude.
I don't care how bad you think these players are. They are not fit, because no one had us 15th last season.
No. Yeah, 100%, bro. By the way, the Rangers have sacked their manager, by the way. Man like Russell Martin. You feel me? What I look at, bro. What I look at, yeah. Go on, sorry, go on, Adam.
No, just last season, people said Wolves had a better team than us because they wanted Cunha, and they said Brentford were better than us because they wanted Mbeumo. And now we have got them both. So we'll go on now.
Bro, that's why I don't believe the players are the problem. I will continue to say that, bro. Yes, there are.
I think they are a problem. They're a problem. Bro.
They can be. But I think ultimately, I don't think it's one of them. You know, every year we always talk about players, issue. This is one of the few years that I can confidently say that we've got a good group of players where, if molded together, we could do well better than we are showing.
Much better. Yes. Well, because the bar is so low, we are capable of doing much. We're capable of winning 2 games in a row.
Sign a good midfielder. Sign a good midfield player. Remove Bruno, and this team is actually not too bad. I believe that, guys.
Yeah, 100%, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. I think for me, what I look at it from my point of view is that, you know, what's the kind of aim now, like in terms of like with us, like in general as fans, like we're just gonna go from game to game. Is that gonna be the best approach? Obviously, listen, as much as Liverpool are in the thing is with this Liverpool game, by the way, this is a classic example of the Man City game, bro. We're playing Man City. We should have played Man City straight after they lost to Brighton, not 2 weeks after the international break. Same with Liverpool now. It would have been better to play them now than after the international break, because now they've got an opportunity to regroup, reshape, reorganize, think tactics. And I think we're going to be playing a wounded animal, bro. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be the, I was thinking about it today. I was like, shit, they're going to use that international break very, very well, because they need that break. Sometimes you say to yourself, United, we don't really need that break. We could have went with Anfield there, maybe had a chance against a team, the Liverpool, that have lost 3 in a row. But now, I don't think we've got no chance, bro. I hate to say it, bro. I genuinely look at that game now and I'm like, yo, man, like, Liverpool, it would have been better to play them now, not in 2 weeks' time. And that's where that's when I look at it for, yo, you know, game analysis is going to have to come in now for United.
I agree. But you know, at least it's international break, so they are focused on something else. They are not actually having a break. At least. True. But I agree with you, to be honest. And if we play when we play against Liverpool, if they start shaky, just like City did, we need to punish them. We don't need to. We really must not let them get confidence, just like we did with Man City, and then they just put 3 past us or something.
Blew us away.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. Like I think ultimately, I think right now, like I said to you, bro, the feeling right now is almost like this. That's why I said the title, sigh of relief. You know what I mean? United we're almost just kind of relieved that it's international break now, and we've got a little bit of a break. Like, you're not itching to get going again, bro. That's the problem with this Ruben Amorim reign. It's like there's no kind of like, right, let's go cruise now on the freeway. You feel me? Like, let's just go and just put the gears down and go. It's not, bro. It's a weird feeling, bro. It's like you win one, you lose one. Win one, lose one. What sort of momentum can you build from that, man? It's weird, bro. That's
why I think we've had some bad games, like tough games this season. I think we need a spate of games. Yeah, I think we need a couple of games back to that. It'd be perfect now if we were playing Leeds at home rather than Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like some easy not pickups, but some games where we can build some momentum to go into a big game. The fact we've had this decent performance, now it's going to, like you say, 2-week break. You know, hopefully everyone comes back fit to go to an absolute horrible atmosphere that's going to be at Anfield for 90 minutes, and we worry because these players can have a weak mentality and can suffer massively in atmospheres like that. And you know, we know it's Liverpool. You know, it's our and Liverpool's biggest games of the season. No matter what, it doesn't matter how bad we are. They want to play Manchester United just as much as we want to play them. So I'd rather it be at Old Trafford, but sadly, it's not to be. I just think, I honestly don't think it matters if we'd have played them next week or in 2 weeks' time, whatever.
I think it does. I think it does.
I don't, because like you say, bro, it does. I don't think it does, because we saw it against City. We see it all the time. We just go into these big games, and I think when it doesn't go our way, they absolutely crumble. I just think
we're just unreliable, regardless. That's basically your point.
Yeah. And I don't think it matters that Liverpool have lost 3 in a row, because
we are shit.
They know how they can't lose 4. That's what Liverpool know, and it's Manchester United at home. Everything is geared up for them to turn up. That's how I see it, and I just think it doesn't matter.
You convinced me. I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's just everything for them. Even more so now.
When you put it that way, they know they can't lose 4, and it's against United, so they will be up for it.
100%.
They're up for it better than our up for it.
The place will be rocking. The crowd will carry them through that as well. The crowd will be up for that.
We just have to hope. We just have to hope it's Van Twerky again, innit? Do you know what I mean? That's what we need.
Boy, and like Aura defending, bro. It's peak out there. You know what I mean, bro? Man can't. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy,
yeah, mate. Best centre back Premier League history, though. Apparently.
Why? Kunal says here, big up, man. Can we talk a little about Manu and Xerxes not getting minutes against Sunderland? Concerning for me. Well, to be fair, Manu got a bit of minutes, but Xerxes didn't, man. I think it's a territory of 1 game a week, man. I don't know if these guys are going to get many game time, bro. I'll be honest with you. I think Manu's got to leave in January, man. I think especially if the manager's here, because the favourites are well known. It's going to be Bruno and Casemiro, and then it's going to be Ugarte. So, and with Xerxes, Cunha came on, so that means where does then he come in? Bruno and Bruno came off. Did Bruno come off, by the way? Bruno come off in it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Amazing, yeah. So I don't know. And then Ugarte came off for Casemiro. So I don't actually know, bro. It's got to be a January loan thing, bro. I'll be real.
The way I see it, do not make any committal decision for as long as the manager is here. That includes getting any player out of the door.
Yeah.
I think the manager is too bad. Like it's not like 8th, 9th with Ten Hag at the end, and it's just not good enough for Manchester United. This is reaching levels of bad that are actually scary for the club. So this is why I don't make any decision for as long as this guy is here. Keep all the play. Like Zerski's quality. Like I think we all agree he should be playing at least. Should be getting minutes. I don't know, man. Don't know.
Yeah, it's concerning. Yeah, but it's not a surprise. I said this before the season started. They were never getting minutes. Xerxes and Maino was never playing under this manager. They didn't play last season when we had more games and worse players. We watched Garnacho go 0020. We watched Hoyland go 0020. We watched two players combined go a full Premier League season and more without goals and assists, and he didn't get game time. Xerxes he's low down on the list. Maino's even lower on the list. They're not getting game time. Never.
And that's why I just want to go against Saeed's point a little bit about the 1 game a week thing. It's not that because it is agenda driven. It is the fact you don't fancy him because centre backs Maguire comes on every fucking game, so he's giving Maguire minutes. Don't need to change your centre backs. You don't need to bring Ugarte on. So it's massively agenda driven, and I don't understand. And I'm not having it. The fact he thinks Mainu can't play in this system, this formation, whatever what you say, because we saw against City, he came on and he was our best midfielder the whole game, and he's on not even that long. He's for me, he's our best midfielder, and he should be starting every single game. So and you're right, for January he needs to get the fuck out of here because he's watching his chances of going to the World Cup slip away every single week, every game that he's not playing, and I like to say, the Obrigado tax, whatever it is, how he persists with Bruno in the 8 when we know he's not one. Yeah, I just feel for Mainu because, and I'm not saying it again, not saying he's a finished article, not saying he's world class or anything, but the promise that we all saw for this kid 2 seasons ago is slipping and slipping and slipping. So Bruno, for him, he needs to go.
This Bruno thing, it's a pure dictatorship. This, like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've seen Beckham get subbed, Giggs, Scholes, Modric, Kevin De Bruyne, Busquets. They all get subbed. Everyone gets off the pitch at some point.
Yeah, but
not this brother. I've never seen anything like that.
It's crazy.
Never injured, never subbed. We just can't go there. Now it's a positive weekend. We can't go there.
Yo, hey, that's some personal growth there because Adam stopped himself. I've never seen that before.
yeah. I was getting up with age, I suppose. It was just being too long. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Like for me, listen. I think for me, when I look at Mainu and Xerxes, right? Especially with Xerxes is an interesting one. And this Mainu's had some minutes. Xerxes had none, bro. And he's got a World Cup year. He would love to play in there and be in part of the World Cup squad. And I think for me, he was one of our better players towards the end of last season, bro.
But not in the manager's mind, because what Xerxes does when he plays in the 9, the manager doesn't want that. So even if it helps the team and Xerxes plays well, then you mentioned it there. Last season, Xerxes would play well. The next game, so Hoyland would be on starting games, perform poorly. Xerxes gets on the pitch, performs much better, and then the next game, Hoyland starts, and then it would happen again. And then Xerxes might start a game because Hoyland was missing. They'll play well for a couple. Hoyland gets back fit, right back in the team as well. This manager's so fixated on playing his way. So even if you play well, if you go away from that, I don't want that. I don't want my striker dropping off and linking up and carrying the ball. No. I need him there.
He doesn't rate
and he has his preferences. This is why Xerxes and Maino he don't want, because he don't want them, but he wants energetic players. This is why he likes Mount. It's why he likes Bruno. Why he likes Garnacho, Hoyland. The list goes on. Runners.
Why do we always get managers that hate to rotate? Ten Hag hated to rotate. Holly hates to rotate.
I'm sorry, Lovely, go ahead.
I was just saying about the managers. We just seem to get managers who hate to rotate.
I think it just ties into being bad managers. Because I think when we look at good managers, like rotating at points is key. You have to, like the same 11 thing is dead for various reasons, depending on who you're playing against, injuries, form, etc. So like that's where it stems from. But yeah, is it concerning? Yes, because Xerxes and Maino are good enough to be getting more minutes. But this manager's not going to play them. So this is why you heard at the end of last season, at the end of the summer, about Maino even wanting a loan out. He was even saying, all right, loan me out. And the club are like, no. But we didn't hear anything from the manager. But when it was Bruno who was going to leave, we heard the manager wants him to stay. The manager's asked him, begged him to stay. But he don't rate Maino for whatever reason. All right, you're going to die on this hill. Cool.
But we can't really loan him out because Abumo Ahmad will be leaving in AFCON in December. So really and truly, you can't really sell both. You can't really let them both go.
Well, he would let them both go though.
I
think Amorim would.
No, I think the club would not allow that.
That's what I'm saying. I think the club block it. Like I think the club blocked him. The Maino is leaving in the summer. I'm saying Amorim would. Amorim, if they would have said, "Hey, we're letting Maino go," he would have been like, "All right, cool, no problem." Yeah, but the club blocked it. Same way we heard last January, the club blocked the moves for Xerxes when Sheems was in for him. But the manager, again, we know when this manager rates players and when he doesn't. He's very vocal about it.
He doesn't like good players that play football. That's
no, he don't like. He wants running.
He likes and Ten Hag was the same, so I'm a bit fed up now.
Yeah. Bring me a manager that actually like concentrate on us having the ball and dictating to other teams rather than just, hey, how do we stop you? All this off the ball stuff. How about it's called football? Get on the ball.
Because why everybody said that Mount had a good game yesterday? Not because of the running, because of the good control, good passes, the good dribbles in tight spaces. That's what made Mount's performance good. And Sesko, you can see the thing I loved about Sesko's performance yesterday is he was very, very focused. So you can see he was not sprinting all the time, but he was sprinting in the good moments. He was not wasting energy like aimlessly. And what made the performance good is good first touch and good pass, open the play, good sense. But I was with the ball. So all of the good things he did without the ball, maybe we would have noticed, but we mainly noticed what he did with the ball when he could. And the same with Ahmad. Ahmad always runs a lot, always is very, very like annoying to play against because he always like pounces on the players when they are not paying attention. But Ahmad we thought he was good yesterday because of his performance on the ball again. So if you have the ball and you play well with it, you improve, you increase your chances of winning. Or at least not losing.
I agree. Just quickly say it there because you mentioned it about Sesko making the right runs. Do you see that clip of him when he did like 5 strides and went halfway up the pitch yesterday? Yeah. United were breaking away. He did. Oh mate, I know he's like 6'5", but wow, that was.
He's quick, bro.
He's quick. Just the length of strides. Like,
bro. He don't mess around, man. He don't mess around, bro. That's why I'm excited about Sesko. I can't lie.
He was part of the Red Bull system, so he knows how to press. He's pressing teams. That's what they do.
I'm taking him any day of the week than this Gyökeres guy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I said it and I was catching heat. I said, it's no goal between it's easy, Sesko between the two.
Easy, man. Yeah, bro, man. I'm telling you, man, like listen, Gyökeres might bag goals, but bro, when I'm watching him, very, very, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but like, it's just not smooth, bro. With Sesko, you know what I mean? You've got more advantages with Sesko. You know what I mean? You can see, man, it's a little bit more smooth.
He played well yesterday. He did. I was impressed.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. I'm glad, like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You man can have Gyökeres, man.
Gyökeres already had penalties taken off him. Not even missed one.
boy.
You know so he's going to be starving. He's going to be starving now.
It's still early. But we are not a good team. We're not a good team. So that's the only thing I want is for this season, because you asked, what is the goal for United fans this season? Because the manager is there for the moment. I just hope we don't break players like Mbeumo, Sesko, Cunha. I just hope we don't break their spirit. And performance like today are good for the confidence. And I was very happy with that because I think we've got good players in there, to be honest. A few good players at least.
You need your strikers to still score goals, man. That's what we still got to do. We still got to have our forwards still doing their things, man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
let them leave with something. You know what I mean? They have to leave with something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, bro?
You know what? Sesko played well yesterday because the team played a bit better. Like I don't think he played much worse than that the previous games, but he got more of the ball yesterday. And
he actually got the ball.
He got more of the ball. People said he wants for it more. Maybe yes, but usually strikers want the ball regardless. It's just that this time the ball actually got to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
because we had more players making good decisions. So if we play better as a team, because it's hard to play strikers, you're the last one. If the defense has Maguire and the midfield has Bruno, you don't stand a chance. If the spine is Onana, Maguire, Bruno, you fucked as a striker. You can't do nothing with that. Just think about it.
Yeah, but it did help because we did keep the ball better, and more so Bruno and Casemiro in the midfield. Because they just played the ball short. They weren't amazing on the ball, progressed it when they needed to. But again, basics. That's what it comes down to. And because we weren't giving the ball away carelessly, one, that allowed us to not, our midfield not be wide open. Because when you're trying to play longer passes and the ball gets cut out, that tends to leave you exposed. Whereas because we played it short, even when it did get cut out, you're more in position to deal with it as well. And that's why you see that our attackers play the best they played. Because the passes into them were better. This is why that's the best Ahmad we've seen all season. Best than Bremer we've seen all season. I'm best Sesko. I'm best Mount. It helps. Go on, Neville.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that was the best performance from Amad Diallo, by the way.
Yeah, I think them two, we started to see a little partnership between Mbeumo and Ahmad was really exciting. And it's small sample size, but if they can continue, because that's what everyone was excited for. I remember being on here with you guys, and I was worried about Ahmad being right wing back because I thought he's much better. He deserves to be further up the pitch. But him and Mbeumo yesterday, if that can continue and that can be a real outlet for creating and scoring goals, I think we'll be very happy with that partnership for sure. We just need it on the other side now. But
yeah, we're too lopsided, man.
We got bloody Delo over there.
Oh my god,
Delo's not existing going forward. We know what he gives you nothing going forward.
Boy, Dallo, man. What is he see in this guy, man? He looks so bad.
Passport. His passport, bro.
Nah, you know what it is? It ties back into the energy thing. He runs up and down.
Yeah, he's got an
energy. And he's a passion merchant, by the way. He's a passion merchant. He does this. He does this, yo, man. I'm United, bro. You know what I mean, bro?
That's all he's got. What else is he
supposed to do? Do you know what it is? He's like Amorim, talks a good game. Could you hear him? And everyone's like, yeah, he gets it. He should be a future captain. I mean,
bro. Fuck, man.
Hey, my Delo agenda is back with a vengeance.
I hear it, man. I've left really. I don't know why we tried to. I don't know if it was me or someone else tried to tell you that any different, bro, because what he does is he's very clever. He'll go through a little bit of a good form, He'll get clicked up online, and then everyone's saying, yo, man, respect Dallo, man, respect Dallo. And then he'll go back into his kind of bad moments, and then it's like, oh, get rid of this guy. But
I like how you're saying they say it when you mean Faz. Like, they just say it, innit?
No, but Faz is on a different level, man. Faz is not only is he Amrin in and he's Dallo in, bro. So he's double.
That's how he's selling crack.
The Amorim thing is just a scam to trick you. He's just going against everyone. He don't believe it. He don't believe it.
He called me out. I don't know why he's calling me out, bro.
I saw the big poll. Wait, hold on. He had something in his Yo, yeah, time out.
Yo.
He timed himself out.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you can come back now, man. You've done your bit.
That was the mouth before the brain, that one. So hey, I'll allow it, right?
Yeah.
I saw that thing in his hand. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even make it any better, does it? Jesus Christ!
No, listen.
I can't say it. Listen, he had a pole in his hand. That's all I'm gonna. Hey, leave it. That's it.
Yeah.
Regarding Dallo, what my dad said, he said Dallo is playing his entire career as a promising young talent that never develops, and I think that's the best. I think that's the best I've seen, to be honest. He's what, 26 now, Dallo 27, but he's been a young promising talent for 26, the last 4 years.
26.
Like he plays like the guy that doesn't get mature, that doesn't get to the level we expect it all the time. It's always just below that, like a 19-year-old, 20-year-old would play. And it's too long now. He's 26. You should be a solid. But then again, like I'm fed up of Dalot, to be honest. I'm not here to defend him. But to pick him on the left wing back, that's terrible. Like, as much as I want to criticize Dalot, what is Amorim doing there?
Bro, I don't think so, man. Big up, by the way, never fall for the raid, by the way. Big up to you lot. I've joined us. Please do smash a like on the video, people, if you are joining. Big up the man, them. Man like Roms is hiding in the chat. Bro, you best get an early night, Roms. Get an early night, man. Cooking you're getting tomorrow.
Hey, yo, Saeed, cook him because he predicted Isak double yesterday.
Wow. More material, material.
You have that one on me. You have that 100%, one on me.
100%, bro. But no, 100%. Like, for me, yeah, like, do you think this Amorim in-out divide is still there, by the way? Like, in terms of, like, obviously, we're joking around with Faz and that, but there are people saying that if we did this, if you ever notice, by the way, the Amorim inners only deal with ifs. Like, the amount of ifs that they deal with. If Bruno had scored this, if Bruno had did this, if Bruno that, if United had done if. So where
that's all they've got. Yo, if ifs were splits, we'd all be high. That's all they've got. What else have they got? Because when you like it, always it's facts though. The reason why they have to deal with ifs, because what substance do they have to their argument? Because when you actually look at it, if you look at performance, so if you look at it from an eye test perspective or a stat test perspective, everything tells you this manager's horrible. So they have to go, or if this happens in the future, or look at what's going on with Liverpool, or what's going on with Chelsea, or how bad whoever else has been. Look at our XG, for example. All this stuff, that nonsense. No. That's why they
XG is quiet down. I don't know what was that XG on the weekend, man. Was it high? I didn't even check it, man. But we're taking XG, bro. But the thing is, though, because now, like, it's got to the point now where it's got. I reckon that the logic behind being Amorim in now is that it's gone that bad, yeah, and they're not sacking him. I might as well just back the manager. That's the logic.
They were backing him before that.
No, I'm just saying, though, you know what I mean? Now it's got to that logic, I think, for me now. Yo, he's here. You know, it is what it is. Last year. And also, the manager also said, forget about last year. So he's telling everyone.
No, we can't do that.
No, I mean,
and that's another thing that they do. Oh, they say, forget about last year. Why? Because it was horrendous. Because if we had done well last year, let's say United would have won the Europa League last year, would it be forget about last year? Or would it be every 2 minutes, hey, he helped us win the Europa League, he helped win, that's why we're in the Champions League, this, that, and the third. No, we don't forget about last year. We don't. Nah, because that's tied into this, because we've been worse. And all the problems we seen last year were the exact same problems we seen this year.
And Flawless is right. If there was compelling evidence to back him, we'd be on the fence, we'd be unsure. We wouldn't be Amorim out. We'd be saying, you know what? I need more time. I need more data. I need more players to see and to make my mind up. But at the moment, there's nothing to back. So that's why it's all ifs, buts, and maybes, and this and that, and this system. And you know what? The impact of having like access to tactics to large public has done a terrible thing to football.
Oh man, trust me, bro.
Democratization of football tactics it's been an absolute chaotic thing, to be honest.
It is, because you have people now, it's like content creators who will do full breakdowns of his tactics and where it's going wrong. And you can see it even without the breakdown, just watching it, you go, wow, why does it look like this? And it's not a back three thing, because Palace play a back three and they don't look like us. So that's why I don't hear, it's only two in midfield. Something is really wrong. But again, everything points to this manager not being good enough. So even with Amorim, is yes, they have to deal with ifs, because that's all they've got left. It's all future stuff, rather than deal with the present. Because if he was flying and winning games, we'd be dealing with the present. If we was flying, let's say we top of the league right now and had won 5 out of our 7 games, there'd be no ifs, there'd be no future, it'd be about now. Well, he's won 5 out of 7, we've won 2. God, if he manages to win 2, imagine he wins 2 games in a row, what the conversation would be. Look, we've won 2 games in a row. This is the start of something. He's going to turn it around. This is progress.
Can you imagine yourself being a Manchester United fan praising winning 2 games in a row?
Yeah, but they will do. Even though I don't think it will happen, we were talking about it earlier at Anfield. If he wins at Anfield, imagine the conversation. I don't think it happens, but just think about the conversation from people who are backing him if we do.
And we'll be getting tweets like Amorim out. Where are you now? And like, what's he doing?
Do you know what make it worse? The media in his press conference after, it'll be the first question. That 100% guarantee that'll be your first question to talk about. To build the narrative now, like oh my God, you finally, like it's a hurdle, like you've won a trophy after Like Arsenal won a league after 20 years. It's crazy.
This is where I worry about United in general in the next couple of years or wherever. Like the standards of Man United, like it's getting lower and lower. Like we were joking around about the goalkeeper, but we see the goalkeeper claiming crosses. We're seeing comps of it already out online. We're looking at 2 games on a bounce, like it's some sort of hurdle, and we have to do. Even though apparently, I don't know if you guys remember, Crisis Unai Emery has got 2 Premier League games on the bounce, by the way, who apparently was meant to be sacked. He's got 2 wins on the bounce. Okay, it's against Burnley. Okay, it's against, I think it was Fulham at home. But at the same time, we had them opportunities and we didn't do that as well.
But we have only one game in a row. We only have one win in a row.
Yeah. So for me, it's like the problem is right now, being a United fan right now, like it's got to a point now where the lows or the bare minimum now is being over celebrated, and it's like I don't know, man. It's gonna be it's a weird atmosphere what we've created now, or what to be fair, what Ineos have created now, because it's like they haven't set the standard of we don't tolerate this, we don't accept this, this is not who we are. But versus taking our time, transition. It's going to take time. We can't get 5th this season, guys. 6. If we don't get top 8, we're still not going to sack him. We're going to give it time, guys. We're going to give it time. So it's one of them when it's a bit of a weird time, bro. Like, because if I say, like, so for example, now, I said that United should aim for top 5 or top 6 this season. But then I'm deemed as not realistic. But then when I look at the league and I'm seeing a Bournemouth, who have lost Kirkers, lost Hoyson, lost Dango, lost Kepa. So they lost basically...
Lost Zabani as well.
Yeah, Zabani as well. They've lost all that, but they're having a good season. They may have a good shout of getting to
what do Bournemouth have that we don't in particular?
Good manager.
That's where it lies. So you're not wrong when you say, and we've had this debate many a time, when you say the aim should be top 5, top 6, I hear you, because I think the team is capable. But you have to look at the manager. If this is Formula 1, you can have an absolute bad boy car. The pit crew is fire. You know what I'm saying? The technical director, the person doing the strategy, on point. But if the drive is terrible, you ain't going to do anything. The driver of the car is terrible.
It's shocking.
No matter how good the car is, because he can't drive.
But should you change your expectation, though? Or should the club look at it and think, we set this standard here. We want this.
I give my thoughts on what I'm seeing. Oh, he's a terrible driver, so we're going to do terribly. Should we be doing better? Yes, and I also look at the ownership. You know this. I crashed on Ineos from the beginning. They did a deal with the Glazers. Yeah. I already knew what it was. You don't want what's best for Manchester United when you do a deal with the people who are heavily at fault for where we are overall. Even in our successful period, even under Fergie, I still criticize them for us not winning more during that period. But when they took over in 05 to Fergie leaving, as much as I think it was 5 Premier Leagues, Champions League, couple Carabao Cups, we should have won more. They handicapped us, and now we're seeing it. And they came in and did a deal with them. All right. Okay.
So it shows you what they are.
Go ahead, bro.
No, go, bro. It's okay. Go on.
No, just to answer your question, Saeed, we should never change our standards. We should change everything and anything but the standards. And if they are not met, fine, someone else will. But the moment you start playing with the standards, it's a slippery slope, and it never ends well.
It's true, I do. But the only standards that matter are the clubs. Like someone was asking me the other day because I not crashed out, but I put a tweet out after the Amorim quotes, and I said maybe they believe in the media because there's truth in they don't back what you're saying. And someone saying, well, what do you want us to do? We've done it for the last 10 years. I said I want the club to have some standards and show a bit of ambition. And all my club showed me is none of that, because for Radcliffe to come out and say, yeah, I back him, he's gonna get time, this and this. After what we've seen, he's the worst manager United have had since World War II, whatever it is now. Like, and but we don't help ourselves because we're 2-0 up at home to Sunderland, right? Promoted team, yes, they've done okay, but we should be 2-0 up at home. We should be 4-5-0 up at home to Sunderland. They're singing his name again. I could hear it when I was watching. They're singing his fucking name again.
Yeah,
like, what are we doing? Like, because last time I was at Old Trafford, they weren't singing it. It was quiet. But now, because he's won a game and we've not conceded, the song's back out, which he don't deserve anyway. But for me, it's a very boring argument, and I'll always go back to it. We will never have them standards as long as the Glazers and Ineos are there, mate. I'm sorry. They just won't ever be there because they don't have the fortitude, they don't have the brave, but they don't have the knowledge in football to be able to get us. All the big teams are getting further and further away from us. We can't catch up because they don't have the ambition to catch up to him. The club is shocking. And we know why they're around. We know why Ineos came in. It's all about the money. It's all about what they can get out of the club, the stadium, the NFL, the concerts that are going to be at the new stadium. That's why as soon as we lost the game was it against the Brentford game when we lost? How quick did it come out that the new plans without the tent have come out? Look at this. They're distracting you away from the fucking farm, and everyone's like, it will look better without that circus tent. Straight away, you're told to forget about how shit we are. That's where the standards are for this football club. It's all about slight hand. This is shit, but look at all this over here. Yeah. And every time we go to it and we look at it and we follow it. Well, some of us do. Some of us don't, like myself and most of you, because we know what we want. Like, there's nothing wrong with you saying, Saeed, we should be finishing top 5. And you look at the league now and where we are. I think there's no reason why we shouldn't be pushing. It's just I just don't think we will, because I just don't think we have what it takes with what's in place at the moment to get us over the line. Sadly,
because my expectation and my belief are two different things. I was saying, use that term when it's to sign up. Like what I'm predicting to happen and what I believe I should be are two different things. Like Manchester United should be here from a belief standpoint as a Manchester United standard. But my prediction, I have to look at it and look at the squad and look at the manager and go, well, he's not up to it. I ain't gonna back him to do something I don't believe he can do. I want to be wrong. I wanted Amorim to be flying this season, and everyone who backed him over the summer to be like, Flawless, how wrong were you?
How wrong were you? Yeah.
That means Manchester United are winning matches. Exactly. I'm not surprised by what we're seeing. I'm not surprised. Go on.
No, I agree. I said I'd love that too, man. Nothing would please me more than to be proven wrong and then we start winning games.
Yes. People be like, oh, you're in the mud. Why? Because United are winning games. My Manchester United fan. If United are winning games,
can't waste the season.
Let me be in the mud then.
Saeed, they've already let it be known they are wasting another season. And I get what you're saying. Yes, we shouldn't be wasting seasons. From when they kept him, they let it be known we do not care about this season. That's my opinion on it. I already know where you lot stand. Because I don't judge people by what they say.
I hear what you mean. You actually say it like that. I would give it to the hope of the idea that it made.
I hear that. Yeah. I get that. But I judge people by their actions. I don't care what Ratcliffe says and what Amorim says and that. How do you act? This man underperformed across all metrics last season. And you know what? You lot chose to keep him. And you know, I don't know where you lot stand. Go on.
I agree with you. I agree. And you know what they say? The best predictor of upcoming behavior is past behavior. So based on what we have, it's not looking good, is it?
That's it. Like it's like people don't like. Obviously, things can change and form can change, but drastically, no. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, a rude person is a rude person. Oh, I seen such and such, and he was rude to me. Well, he's rude to everyone, so of course he's gonna be rude. Like, what do you like? Trust him, like you say. Past behavior will give you an idea of future behavior. So all of a sudden, we was gonna go from absolutely dreadful, and because of preseason, some new players, getting rid of some players, 1 game a week, and training, Manchester United were going to transform.
Yeah, this 1 game a week, by the way, people said it's good.
Like, how is it 1 game a week? I'm waiting to see it. Or will we better prepared? Do we look better prepared?
But the one that killed me is he didn't have a preseason, as if it makes a fucking difference.
That's it.
No, the one that worse than that, Adam. He was treating the season as preseason. Oh no, but this is his preseason. Now get to fuck. What are you talking about?
Exactly, because I need people to explain to me what they believe happens in preseason. Some sort of magic.
People believe it's Dragon Ball Z and they go in the hyperbolic time chamber for Dragon Ball Z fans. That's what they think it is. That's what people think. 100%.
Eddie Howe took Newcastle from the relegation zone up to Europe without a pre-season. So am I expected to believe that because it's Manchester United, he needs time to settle and to get things going? No, absolutely not. What you've done is we've all been fooled by what he's done at Sporting, and he's come to the league, the hardest league in the world, and he's shown that he's not up for the job. That's simple and plain what it is, and we've seen it over. I've seen enough now. Like we're going down this dark road of being negative after a win and stuff like that. But we're talking big picture. I've seen enough over the 30-odd games to know he's not right. He's never going to get us to where we want to be, and this is where we're right in saying our focus now is to shift to the owners because they're prolonging this. They're allowing this to happen.
Yes, exactly.
They're dragging out the agony when really you just have to cut the head off the snake, unfortunately. But I don't think they'll do it because I think the shit bags.
Yeah,
so
like I said, for me, this win prolongs it until whenever. And like I said to you, a 3-0 controlled performance by Liverpool doesn't sack him. It's going to be one of them ones where if it gets worse and worse, then maybe. But for now, I think it's a game-by-game analysis. That's what it is, guys. Game by game, they're going to judge it. And if maybe top 5 is with not, you're about 10, 15 points behind 5th or 6th, then they might say, you know what, cool, it's getting a bit mad right now. You're 10 points behind 5th. What's going on?
I have this rule that if you start looking at games one by one, that means it's time to go. The moment you start assessing a manager on a game-to-game basis, that means it's already too late. That's the way I see it, to be honest.
And when the manager, sorry, bro.
No, because if I had belief in the manager, he could lose to Liverpool, but that could happen. I wouldn't be screaming to get him gone if I had belief in him. I said, no, I don't want him to stay because of that result or to go because of that result.
And that's how you know people's belief was fraudulent under him. Because I watched this from the Fulham and Grimsby, from before we played Fulham.
Grimsby,
so after the Grimsby game, the 1-8-1 that I seen the fan base do, and I was like, so 2 games and 2 shocking poor performances. Bear in mind, we even lose both the games, have made you just like Liverpool fans now. If you believe that Slot is that good, and Wirtz is this, and Salah's this, and Van Dijk, and Gravenberch, and Kirkes, and Frimpong, and Alisson, and 2 losses in the Premier League have you going, I don't think we can win the league no more. You didn't really believe in the first place. 2 losses. In October.
By October.
And you're only, 2 points off the top. And there's however many this day, there's 90 plus points still to play for. And you're writing off the league. But you was telling us you was going to win the quad just a couple of weeks ago. Like how you can't, I understand people taking new information on board and changing your mind makes sense, but not to that extent. That is ridiculous. They don't mean you believe. If I sit here and I back a manager and say, this manager's going to do this team's going to do this, it will take more than 2 games for me to change. Yes, I'll be critical of the 2 matches, but I'm not going to be like, all right, well, we can't. Hey, we can finish top 2 and then we lose 2 games and go, this team can't finish top 10. What?
Exactly. If he had won the Europa League, he should have been sacked. The moment he lost, he should have been sacked with a beating. So now all of this is extra.
100%. Because crazy. The team that won the Europa League actually sacked their manager.
Yeah, and the team that hired the sacked manager could sack him again.
That's crazy, like this super chat. Big up Nazar. Said Ange could get sacked. That's exactly Amorim is mad to me. It is not serious if they sack Amorim. Still trying for top 6. Now this guy could get sacked twice before Amorim. You know how mad that is.
And with a trophy.
Do you know? I've seen like fans from other clubs, like specifically Flav, so big up Flav, like as if fans from other clubs have any respect for us. Anyway, fans are actually losing more respect for United because they've not sacked him. Like they're actually feeling sorry for us, bro. Like the fact is, he's still around. It'll baffle me how he even lasted after the Europa League final because any club with standards, any club with ambition, any club that knew how that was our season. That game was our season. Like even Jose. Do you remember when Jose did it? He fucked off the league so he could win the Europa because he knew that's what it had to be.
That was still sackable as well.
He got it over the line. The fact they didn't realize how much it was important that we won that game. He had to go. He just
Because
had to go.
the thing is, though, we all said, and this is majority of the fan base, maybe not us, we said it's okay, don't worry, we go again. And that's our mentality, is that we I feel like the problems with United fans, they love United too much to the point of, yo, we need to still open our eyes and be like, yo, like, make sure you don't, make sure you're on the right road here. You know what I mean? Like, we could be going forever, but you know what? It's all good, man. I'm enjoying the ride. But we could be going past our stop, bro. But you know what I mean? But like, so it got to the point now where it's like, I think United, we're too blinded by this fact that
blind. You know, they say love turns you blind. Yes.
Yeah, love turns you blind, man.
Love is blind, or love turns you stupid. Like either one of those two, pick one. They're both applicable here.
I have a cousin in Morocco who's a Liverpool fan, and he said after the 7-0 beating, he stopped. And then when we lost 7-0 and we didn't sack Ten Hag the day after, he said, I stopped giving you shit because you lot have lost shame, because you give shit to people who will react to it because they still have a sense of pride.
Yeah.
And he said, the moment you didn't sack the guy and we beat you 7-0, it was pointless for me to send you memes and take the piss out of you and this and that. And I was like, that hurts me more, man. I prefer that when you gave me shit.
Yeah. No, when people have sympathy for you and actually, it's like you've lost. I can't actually take the living piss out. You know, I actually feel sympathy. I feel sorry for you. That's what I hate.
The rivals feel same. And I've heard that. I've heard ample rival fans say to me, with his Arsenal, Liverpool, say, "Oh, I feel sorry for you." That's worse than them clowning you.
Yeah, the banter's gone.
That's worse. Because I will banter till whatever. Any of the rivals are bad, you're getting bantered, but that's just my nature. But the fact that rivals think that goes to show where we're at. How have you not sacked him yet? That's why I'm getting questions. How is he still there?
And that was Ten Hag. That was Ten Hag.
Like, Ten Hag was like that. And then they're making the same mistake again. Yeah.
Do you know what makes me laugh about that? He's like, obviously, the end of Ten Hag, like the end of that season, and then he had his pre-season, and it was 4 points off top 4. And but they wanted to get rid of him after the FA Cup final or whatever, and then decided to keep him. But Ten Hag showed more, right, in that pre-season and season before he got sacked than Amorim has in the pre-season just gone and the season here now. Like, I saw nothing. We've said it before. I saw nothing in pre-season that made me think we're on the trajectory here. We're actually going up. I can see what he's trying to build. It was the same old shit we'd seen from the season, but last season. He's done nothing, and I mean absolutely zero to show that he's right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just wish. I look at the thing is, the other day I was watching the Champions League. I watched like Newcastle and other clubs, and I think, wow, I miss being proud of my football club. I miss being there thinking, yeah, this is. You know what? I'd love to support a club that was like fans love to support and everything. Not everything's well or everything's going well, but there's just a sense of like being proud of supporting a football club. Am I proud to be a United fan now? Absolutely not. Like it's
shameful.
It's not embarrassing. But it is. Yeah, it's shameful.
It's shameful.
And the worst thing, there's no fun in it, is there? Is it fun? Is it fun to be a United fan?
I don't really like football. It's one of them.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
You should be in the Champions League. We're the only team that's not in it, and still that's not infuriating my United fans. It's not. That's what really annoys me. It's still not infuriating the United fans that we're not in it, and we're that is ridiculous.
And I don't understand how an ownership that loves money so much doesn't understand that winning actually makes you win money.
I know, but now, Adam, have you seen it? They're now organizing games, friendly games. Have you heard about this? By the way,
yeah.
Organizing friendly games, and then Ruben Amorim was told, this is happening. He goes, yeah, we have to do it. I've got no choice. We've got to do it. So we're going to be playing midweek games, bro, against AC Milan maybe, and I don't know, man. Flipping, I don't know, Al Nassr or something like that. There might be some teams in Saudi or whoever, like. We're going to be playing games, bro, abroad because we can't play in the Champions League. How embarrassing is that? Why did you just sack the manager for making you do that?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then the people that back this shit, they said we're lucky to have one game a week.
One game a week, bro. And then you want to go and do friendlies.
We're in the mud.
Bro, man, that's mad. This is why when you said, this is why they have to play. They have to do it because it's right now. It's impossible. You know, last time we had the Europa League money. So when you see all this revenue last time, it's because of the Europa League helped us a lot with that. And bro, we had more views than Arsenal winning against Real Madrid. We had more views from Maguire winning in the Europa League. Remember when Maguire got the winner?
Yeah.
I'm sure United got more views or something like that. It's mad.
That's why.
I don't think the ownership realizes how big of a club we are. Do you know how much money we could make just by being decent?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
You know what it is, but for us to be decent, there they have to say they was wrong on this manager. Their stubbornness overrides the need to make money.
Yeah, it's more simple than that, mate. They actually have to have a fucking clue of what they're doing. They don't know. In terms of football, they don't have a clue. Like I've been speaking like about it, and it's mad for me to even compare us to Brighton, right? But United should look at what Brighton do, because no matter what who the manager is at Brighton. They play well. They do the same thing. They look good. Like everyone was glazing over Potter. Potter's gone on to be shit after Chelsea,
basically.
You know, De Zerbi's a good manager. He's gone on to Marseille, and the kid I keep forgetting his name. The guy they got there now, they do well. I know they do today. Hursley, yeah. It's how they set up. They're a football club. They identify who they need. They identify the players. They get players in no one knows of. It makes them
who's there. It
doesn't matter, bro. And this is what we were led to believe that Ineos was doing. This is the whole thing about the identity and the route to success that Manchester United are going to do. We've seen none of it, because I guarantee when they finally get rid of Amorim, it's not going to be a back three or a back five, is it? It's going to go back to 4-4, 4-3-3, whatever.
It's not going to be a persistence of a manager, rather than it's going to be a persistence of an idea and a philosophy. Yeah,
so but this is how I know
it's so stubborn, because they don't want to get the first one wrong so early. So then, when they do end up sacking after sacking, it's like, okay, cool. We sacked the second one, we can sack the third one, we can sack the fourth one. This one here, you know, when you get your first, like, it's almost like your first child or something like that, like your first something. You know, your first something, you cherish it a little bit more because it's your first one.
Yeah,
I mean, people say that. I don't know what it is, like, you know what I mean? Like,
are you trying to tell us something? You're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
You got a little secret to drop on.
I'm not got no secret. You know, like, maybe that's what Ineos are doing. Like, they feel like,
but if we have an ownership,
it's not their first though, because they've managed clubs before.
Into the ground.
Nice and the Swiss club. So it's kind of like they just, when it comes to the managerial side of things, so I actually like what they've done off the pitch. Like when it comes to the staff,
maybe it's scaffolding when you put it on the pitch.
No, that's the point. No, but that's the point I'm about to make. Is all of that is pretty much meaningless when you get this wrong. Because how are we going back under their ownership? We have gone backwards at an absolutely ridiculous rate. We have continued to fall down the hill under their ownership on the pitch. So how do you add more talent but go backwards? Something's wrong, majorly.
And I just say as well,
clearly,
if you're on a football club, you have to drop the ego. You can't allow your ego to rule you, because you need to accept when shit has gone wrong and shit has hit the fan, and you need to make a change. This is what the big clubs do. This is how they are successful. Like it's such. I know we compare it all the time, but how quick Real Madrid would get rid of a manager. Like we've seen it so much. I come on the other week after the derby and I listed off how quick the big clubs around the world, Europe, were quick to get rid of managers when they've not. Some were like 100 days, less than 100 days. Because he knew it wasn't going right. Look at Ten Hag at Leverkusen. They just knew he wasn't the man, and they got rid of him quick. They got rid of him quick. Like where is the standards? Where is the ambition? Where is the drive to be better, to be the best? It's not there. The drive is to be in the mix, and if we're bottom of the mix, that's fine with them, because it'll bring the coin in. They're not asked, but like you said, we need to. This is why. Amorim's right in what he's saying. British fans, Premier League fans, are far too polite, because if this was happening in Portugal, he'd be getting ran out of Lisbon, wouldn't he? Because he pretty much said the same thing. Here it's Ruben Amorim. We're back in front of the straight. Fucking joke. We're a joke. Absolute joke.
You would have stayed a month and a half at Real Madrid.
Yeah, it'd be gone.
It'd be gone.
Yeah, like I said to you, I think for me, you just have to open up your eyes to Ineos and say, listen, Amorim gonna be here, But what do Ineos do? And then if everyone then focuses on that, then you may see, I don't know, maybe pressure. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I think for me, maybe they have written off the season. And if that's the case, then that's scary. Then you know what I mean? If they have written off the season, that's scary.
Maybe. They did.
Yeah, they did. But I'm just saying, like, if they, because for me, I'll be shocked. We will all be shocked if we see United go on a mad run and we end up achieving what we achieved. Even though I put the expectation down there, I said, top 5, cool. You feel me? But I don't know, man. Like I said to you, bro, I seen today Rangers fans outside the ground. They didn't let the team bus go. They didn't. That should have been United fans outside Grimsby. They should not let that team bus go home. Real talk, bro. Real talk. That team, that bus should never have left Grimsby.
Yeah, facts. They should still be there now. I hear you on that. I get that.
Fair play to Rangers fans. They took it in their own hands to decide their fate, their football club. Man United, you're a bunch of losers. United fans, I'm sorry. You need to go and find inspiration from them Rangers fans because they have got accountability. Rangers, Man United fans, disgrace, man. Because for me, there's levels of support. There's supporting, I get it. But there's blind faith and there's accepting mediocrity. And you United fans accepting mediocrity. Rangers fans, you know what? Fair play to you, lads. And you said enough is enough. And that right there, for me, shows everything you need to know.
Respect it.
Where Rangers fans are and where Man United fans are. We're weak. We're spineless. They've took it and said, you know what? We don't want this anymore. And we're holding the club accountable. And then subsequently, they said the Rangers fans have looked at it. Shit. Rangers, oh my God, this is looking bad on us. We have to sack him. And they pulled the plug in now. They would not have done it, guys, if Rangers fans didn't do what they did today. So sometimes you have to do something, take action, or else, you know what?
And maybe.
See you later. So that's a lesson learned, man, from everyone. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap up here, man. It's been a good show, man. 2 hours flew by, man. I can't lie. I didn't even know it was 2 hours. Wasn't meant to be this long, man. But we did it. Make sure you hit the like button. We've passed 500 likes, which is amazing. But we could get more, so hit the like button if you are watching right now. Yeah, man. Big up to you, Adam. Thank you for coming on, bro. Appreciate you.
Pleasure as always, man. Pleasure. Thank you for having me, man. Good chat. Big up AA, Flawless, yourself, the chat, everyone, man. So pleasure as always.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. AA, big up to you, man. Appreciate you coming on as usual, bro.
Oh, bro, this, I love doing this show. Happy to be, part of it. So big up to you every single time. Hey, Saeed's close to 200k, guys. Let's get him over there this week. I want to see it this week, man, because he deserves it. In fact, under 3,000, isn't it?
Yeah, we're about 2.3k. 2.3.
All right, cool. Yeah. You getting Saeed, man. So you got a little bit of time to plan something. You need to do something. We can't just let you bypass it and hit 200k minor. Like you gotta do something.
Celebration stream. He did a celebration stream last time.
Yeah, we will.
Celebration stream. Make sure you do that and set it outside of that, man. We're not just going bypass.
We will.
We got big up to Shar. Big up to Shar as well.
Make sure you follow her channel as well. Big up. She's doing big things.
She's dope, man. She's dope.
Yeah, you gotta give people their flowers, man. Like 200k is some minor thing we just gonna skip by. Like nah, like what we doing out here. Make sure you do something for it, man.
Yeah, sorry, Flo. You cut it into my time now. Come on.
Sorry, I apologize.
Back to me, bro. Now, but obviously, you have to go. It's calm. So big up to you, Saeed, every single time. Obviously, the best chat on YouTube. My hype man in Flawless and my dope brother Adam. It's always good to share. I can always say I always feel a bit more intelligent when I'm next to him and after.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Obviously, myself. FCAA is where I live. Posted that in the chat. Big up to George, but I'm going to start doing a new thing on my channel, I think, after tonight. After the do-rag's gone down gone down really well, I'm going to start doing do-rag dairies. This is where I wear a do-rag and go milk cows and film it. What do you think?
Yeah, this guy's an idiot, This guy an idiot, yo.
Yeah, man.
This guy's an idiot, yo.
Time on.
This guy,
that
being said, hey, I know you there, AA, man. If you are gonna do something with do-rag, and you know I'm even gonna make the joke I was gonna make. Sorry, go on.
Go on. No, you gotta say it now. You can't do that. You gotta do that.
Hey, you should be looking for a different type of milk. That's what I was gonna say in that. If you're doing some content, find a different type.
Yeah, man. That again, man. Relax with the Vilts, man. Yo.
And the guys are tired, bro.
Drink water, guys. Drink water. Flawless. Drink the water, man. No milk. No drinking
Drink
milk.
water, man. You acting like you don't. Like, yeah, I got water here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm right here. But hey, who don't enjoy some elite milk? What are we talking about? Like it's just me. All of a sudden, yeah, you laugh, Saeed.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm
no.
I'm sorry. I've never had a pair where milk's come out, mate. That's a different kind of kink you've got there, brother.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy, man. But yeah, Flawless, big up, man. You got a show now. What show is it? The Chelsea one?
Nah, the Sports Q&A one. Sports Q&A.
With Haaland winner as Man City.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's the one.
Cool.
That's the one.
Cool.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Haaland
big up,
winner.
bro. Let them know, man, what you got coming up, bro.
Lessons. Before I do, big up for having me on here. As always, Saeed, man, love being part of the show every time. Always good chopping up with Double A, or same with Adam as well. Always look forward to the show. And it's nice here talking about shout out Black Diamond. Shout out Black Diamond. That is a crazy. That's the second time you put up some wild stuff on the comment section that don't need to be. But anyway, yeah, man. Big up to the chat as well. Adam, Double A, yourself, Saeed, of course. Coming up, Sports Q&A. So I'll be on with some of my co-hosts just talking all the things in the Premier League. And after that, the Yardman Show people. So I'll be on with Lex, Kaneki, Javon as well. So that's gonna be a good one, especially with Liverpool's losses as well and Chelsea winning, etc. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to everyone who's locked in. I'll be back tomorrow midday live. Rom's getting cooked. You know what I mean? So make sure you're there for that one. And yeah, man, Straight Jacket Podcast, international break. You know what I mean? We'll just kind of slow down a little bit, but still there will be content. And yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, man, how things develop over international break, man. What news? Normally we get a bit of drama over international break. Maybe we might actually have a quiet international break for once.
I'd like it.
Yeah.
Well, the last one was quite quiet, wasn't it? I think that seemed
I'd like some drama. I'd like some drama.
Onana, no, we had it Onana. Remember Onana, and then
shit,
you know what I mean, and whatnot. So yeah, so maybe let's see, but it's not United though, innit, to have no drama, bro. They've got to do something.
It'll be something will happen.
But
something.
We're coming off a win, so I thought, man, it might just be a bit.
Maybe
chill. There's no transfers.
We need him sacked. That's the drama I want.
Yeah. That would be the perfect drama. But listen, guys, head over to Flawless's channel, Sarcasm City TV, and I'll see you in that chat, man. Peace, people.